everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I will be talking about a topic that is extremely relevant for anyone entering or currently working in accounting and tax profession, which is work-life balance and stress management during the tax season. So tax season is often described as a marathon, not a sprint. So this requires focus, stamina, and consistency over a long period of time. Unlike short bursts of stress, tax season brings weeks or even months of sustained pressure from tight deadlines, client expectations, and management demands. So, the big question that we are addressing today is how do tax professionals keep pace and manage stress without burning out? So, throughout this presentation, I'll walk through the pressures of tax season, the impact of stress, and how to recognize burnout, the core strategies of balance, stress management techniques, the firm's roles in supporting employees, and finally, how all of this connects to quality, compliance, and client trust. So the first topic that we're going to start with is the pressure of tax season. So tax season puts an intense amount of pressure on employees from both clients and management. On one side, clients expect fast turnaround times, accuracy, and constant availability. On the other side, management expects performance, efficiency, and compliance with strict deadlines. Some of the biggest pressures during tax season include long hours, which this is common for tax professionals to work 10 to 14-hour days, and you also would work weekends. So these extended hours reduce time for sleep, family, and recovery. On the other hand, we have the tight deadlines. So tax deadlines are fixed. There is little flexibility when it comes to filing requirements. This creates a constant feeling of being against the clock. And finally, client and management expectations. So the client expects perfect accuracy, and management expects productivity and efficiency during tax season. So balancing both can feel overwhelming, and this is a constant pressure that creates an environment where stress can build up very quickly, especially when it goes unmanaged. So the next topic that we are going to be talking about is what happens when stress builds. So the stress affects people on three major levels, on the physical, mental, and professional. So from a health standpoint, stress can lead to headaches, fatigue, weakened immune system, and sleep problems. It also reduces motivation when people are overwhelmed for too long and lose drive, stress, and engage in their work. So also triggers anxiety, which can show up deadlines. And one of the most dangerous outcomes of stress in tax work is that it increases mistakes. So stress drains energy, disrupts focus, and lowers attention to detail, which is extremely risky in a profession where accuracy and compliance are critical. Another important point is that stress does not stay at the office. It follows the professional's home. This affects relationship, sleep, physical health, and overall mental well-being. When stress is unmanaged, it does not just harm the individual, it also harms the firm, the clients, and the quality of work is being produced. So next, let's talk about burnout. Burnout does not happen overnight. It slowly creeps into daily life, often without people realizing it at first. That's why early recognition is so important. Some physical symptoms include frequent headaches, ongoing fatigue, body tension, and some of the emotional symptoms include a negative or cynical outlook, irritability, and feeling emotionally drained. And some behavioral symptoms include a noticeable decline in performance, withdrawing from coworkers, and loss of enthusiasm for work. People experiencing burnout often feel like they are constantly exhausted, even after resting. They may feel disconnected from their job, unmotivated, or overwhelmed by tasks that once felt manageable. Recognizing burnout early is the first and most important step to preventing it. When professionals catch on these signs early, they can take action before the damage becomes severe. So now let's talk about how balance can actually be created during such a demanding season. One of the most important tools during tax season is time management. Tax professionals must prioritize tasks, set realistic schedules, and create clear boundaries between work and personal time. An organized schedule helps reduce feelings of chaos, when people know what needs to be done and when stress becomes more manageable. So what we could do is prepare ahead. So this is a key strategy when professionals prepare for tax season in advance. They can do by organizing files, setting client timelines, and planning workloads. They also can reduce last-minute panic and overload. Equally important is creating a supportive environment. So this includes open communication, team collaboration, and leaders who understand the demands of their employees. When employees feel supported instead of pressured, they are much more likely to stay focused, productive, and mentally healthy. These core balance strategies preserve focus, improve efficiency, and help professionals stay grounded during the busiest times of year. So now let's talk about stress management techniques that are practical and sustainable and restorative. First, these techniques should be restorative, meaning they should refresh focus and recharge energy. So some examples of this include taking short breaks during the day, getting enough sleep, exercising or stretching, and practicing deep breathing or mindfulness. Second, they must be practical. These strategies need to be easy to apply and fit into daily routines. So tax professionals don't have the time for complicated wellness programs during busy season, but small actions can make a big impact. So some of these practical methods include using a to-do list, blocking off short breaks, stepping away from screens briefly, drinking enough water, eating a balanced meal instead of skipping meals. Third, stress management must be sustainable. These strategies should create long-term habits, not just fixes. When people build daily habits that reduce stress, they become more resilient, not just during tax season, but year-round. When stress management becomes routine, professionals are better equipped to handle pressure without becoming overwhelmed. A fun trick to remember to manage your stress and thrive during tax season is to engage in mindful management, so you can be a weekday warrior. So that's an easy trick to keep in your mind. So be a mindful management so you can be a weekday warrior. And on the other hand, so while personal strategies are important, firms play a huge role in supporting their teams during tax season. One of the major ways that firms can help is through flexible schedules. So when possible, allowing employees some flexibility with work hours or remote work can dramatically reduce stress. Team encouragement also makes a big difference in positive communication, recognition, and understanding from managers help employees feel valued instead of overwhelmed. Another key support system is mental health resources. So this can be access to counseling services, employee assistant programs, and mental health days. Many firms also invest in wellness programs, which may include fitness reimbursements, stress workshops, and wellness challenges. When firms actively support employee well-being, they don't just reduce burnout. They also improve retention, morale, and performance. Now let's connect stress management directly to quality and compliance, which are the core of tax work. So first, accurate filings are essential. Tax professionals are responsible for ensuring that every return is precise, detail-oriented, and free of errors. Stress and fatigue are directly threatened with accuracy. Second, reliable service matters. So clients are dependent on consistent delivery and outcomes, and they can trust every single season for the tax employees. And so what burnout makes consistency very difficult. And third, regulatory compliance is critical. Meeting legal standards and the IRS requirements protects both the client and the firm from penalties, audits, and legal consequences. Finally, client trust is built through accuracy and reliability. So when professionals manage their stress and maintain focus, they protect their reputation, firm's credibility, and long-term clients' relationships. Balance and compliance truly go hand in hand when professionals are mentally healthy and their work quality improves. So let's wrap up with some of the key takeaways of this presentation. Managing stress doesn't require extreme changes. It comes from straightforward habits, clear steps, and consistent efforts. Small actions should be practiced daily, like time management, short breaks, healthy routines, and asking for support can stop burnout, improve well-being, and increase accuracy and performance. When stress is managed properly, professionals stay sharper, healthier, and more engaged throughout the tax season. To close, I want to leave you with this final message. Healthy professionals create healthy practices. Tax season will always be demanding, but it does not have to be destructive. Protecting your well being is not a weakness, it is a professional responsibility. By learning how to encourage balance, empower yourself and others, and embrace healthy habits, you set yourself up not just for success during tax season, but a long, sustainable career in accounting. So stay strong during tax season, encourage, empower, and embrace. And also remember the trick that I taught you. Mindful management, can make you a weekday warrior. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in the next one.